Y'all tune into the Pop Podcast. And guess what? There's an episode of me on
and you are tuned into the Pot Podcast.
And with the Pot Podcast with my boy Tigmatic. You hear me? It's going down.
To follow the Pot Podcast with Tigmatic.
That's that number one.
That's that number one.
Fresh off the steps of the porch, I walk out, get in a Porsche. Know that I'm using the force. Know that I mastered the course. Known as the plug and the source. Haters, they feeling remorse. This for my dogs in court. That's facing the judge and the jury. My brother, he made it in sports. And that's why he rock all that jewelry. She can remember me now. Know that my vision is blurry. I got these racks on me now. Know that the money done carry me. Know that I'm lit in my city. Know that I'm hot. Know that we poppin', man. Everybody chasing that cloud. Running their mouth. Know I really feed the game. Hold up. We on the beaches and right off the coast. Down here in Florida, we doing the most. The hustle on South Beach is like a LeBron. You call it a pound and we call it a bomb. We at the lick and I'm working with chicken. Shout out my nigga from Memphis, they chicken. My dog and themselves know I know that they listening. Yeah, I'm on a new level just like I'm Hendrix. Straight from the gutter, we come from the trenches. We ball on these niggas, they sit on the bench. They using the style and I swear I ain't lending. We pushing the P and the P is for profit. They watching and listening, I look how they copy. They hate and respect it, but gotta acknowledge me. Know that a nigga be doing a lot. Know that I'm lit in my city. Know that I'm hot. Know that we poppin', man. Everybody chasing that cloud, running their mouth. Know I really feed the game.
Yo, 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 what's poppin', y'all? It's your boy Tigmatic, and you're now tuned in to another episode of The Pot. We here. Hey, listen, I hope y'all feeling good on this Wednesday. I'm straight, as always. And for those that don't know, this is the show that talks about the struggles artists, businessmen and women, entrepreneurs, and more talk about that they go through while pursuing their career or entertaining the world. And as always, this episode was brought to you by Hollywood TV, Hollywood Radio, Dollar Radio, Going In Radio, DemoniBrand.com, and NorthShadeDemoreBoutique.com. So listen, we here, y'all. My guest is here. And listen, he's an artist. He comes from a musical background. He's from the NO, if you know. So, without further ado, I give you my guest, Bigrick. What's poppin', my guy? What's going on, man? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? He here, but I don't think he can hear me, y'all. Can you hear me, brother?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No.
All right, then you're going to have to come out and come back in.
All right.
Can you hear me now? How about now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, bruh?
Hey.
You going to have to... Oh, man. All right. Give me a second, y'all. Rick, if you're watching, you're going to have to put your settings on mono, brother. All right. I think he's trying to go out and come back in. All right. There you go. Can you hear me now? You got a lot of choppiness in your background, brother. You got a lot of choppiness in your background. I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Headphone, I don't have none right now.
No. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't have it. Right.
I don't think you can hear me, y'all.
Let me see.
I don't think he can hear me. We're going to have to get it situated, y'all.
Okay.
You can hear me now?
Hold on.
I think he's trying to get it together.
Okay.
He's trying to fix it.
Oh, man. Yeah. Hold on 1 minute.
Try and get it together. So while he trying to get it together, y'all got me right now. So we gonna chop it up, y'all. I hope y'all feeling good today. Listen, I'm here as always. It's another good day. God bless us with more life. It's a Wednesday. I'm chilling. And listen, it feels good when you're making money all over the world. So I'm happy today. Listen, I want you guys to focus on positivity. If it's one thing that you get from me, that is, we have no room for the negative train. It's all positive love here. It's always great energy here, and we keep that going. We keep it floating, as always. But until my guest is back, I'm going to keep it floating. He's trying to get his audio together.
Yeah.
You can hear me?
All right. I need
Always love. That's right. Kingdom of Science says, always
that
love. That's right. It's always love. So we always hear on this positive train. And while he's trying to do what he's trying to do with the audio, I'm going to say this. Not only are we on a positive train, this is the show that highlights artists. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to highlight the artists, you know, give people different sounds from different places across the country, across the world. Believe it or not, y'all, got some people from Africa about to be on the show. In Africa, not in America, from Africa, but literally in Africa. I also have some artists that will be from Europe as well. So we're going to see how that's going to go. Can you hear me, brother? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, man.
Oh, you can hear me now?
Huh?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, we
Yeah, I
here
can hear
now.
you.
All right, you can hear me now. Do me a favor.
Okay.
I need your screen to be sideways, brother.
All right. Let's see.
Put your phone on rotate, man.
Okay, I got you.
So that way when I play with the camera views, the angles be right.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I was trying to get you in here early so we can get it together. You know what I mean? Now we gotta get it together on the
Okay.
show. And I apologize for that, folks. We was
All
trying
right.
to get it
That's
together
cool.
earlier.
That's okay.
He couldn't get it earlier. He got it now though. So we here. You know what I mean?
Okay, I got you.
All right, you got it? All right, so
Yeah, I got you.
Rick, welcome to the show, man. Listen, I give my guests a chance to introduce themselves to the world on a solo dolo cam on the pot. So the floor is yours. Introduce yourself.
All right, I'm Bigrick from New Orleans, Louisiana. Also the frontman of the group, The Last Real Ones. Also, I got an album coming out soon, and my single on the radio right now called All My Life.
Okay, all my life. Big Rick from the NO. Y'all hearing? Hey, man. So listen, it's good to have you here, man. And I heard good things about you. Shout out to my guy, Don Cook. Shout out to Don.
Oh yeah, that's the
Shout out to
homie, you hear
Silent
me? That's the
Promotions.
homie. Right.
Yeah,
Y'all
man.
be always trying to help me. That's the homie, bro.
Yeah, that's the homie. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So let's get into it because we're a few minutes late. We like a half hour late almost. I apologize for
Okay.
that, folks. We was trying, get the technical glitches out. As you can see, we were still going through it, but we here now.
Right.
So now that we here, we're gonna get right to it. All right. So, Rick, growing up in the NO, man, what was the first memory that made you feel comfortable to music?
My first memory of music growing up in my household, my grandmother and my grandfather and my uncles, they all played instruments and stuff.
Okay, so
And
tell
my
me a bit
cousins,
about that.
trying to put together rap groups. So they're my early memories of music.
Okay, tell me a little bit
My
about that.
grandmother
Like,
was a
what was that
gospel
like?
singer. My uncle was a trumpet player and a guitarist.
Okay. So
So that was like my early memories of music in my household.
Okay, so you had a real strong musical background.
Right.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up. All right. So, how did the city shape you personally before it shaped your sound?
Wait, say it again.
How did the city shape you personally before it shaped your sound?
All right. Hold on, the phone going in and out. You say, how did the city shape my sound or my music?
How did it shape you personally
Oh,
before
how it shaped me
it shaped
personally?
your sound?
Growing up in my
Okay, we lost them. We lost them, folks. We try and get it going. He was having a little difficulties earlier, so forgive me, y'all. My guest is new to this software, so he's not really knowing how it goes.
okay.
All right.
All right,
There
I'm
you go.
back on, man. It's my fault. All right.
All right. So tell the people, man, how did the city shape you personally before it shaped your sound?
How it shaped me personally? It shaped me personally like life experience, witnessing a lot at the early age. You know what I'm saying? Some things kids not supposed to see growing up in that kind of environment, but it helped me
Right.
musically though. As far as my sound, as far as my lyrics, as far as everything. I wouldn't trade it for the world though. Growing up in New
Okay.
Orleans, I wouldn't trade nothing for it for the world though.
I hear that. I hear that, brother. I hear that. Oh man, so what part of New Orleans you from?
I grew up in the 6-1 and I grew up in the 4-1. I grew up in Tremete. They're right by each other. I
Okay.
grew up downtown.
Okay. Okay.
So I
That's
grew
what's
up
up.
not too far from like where the Superdome and I grew up downtown. So I didn't grow
Okay.
up too far from like Bourbon Street. I grew up like around all the music, all the musicians, all the rap. I grew up around in that area.
Okay. So you
I
was
can hear
near
the
all the
marching bands
business,
like from
basically.
blocks away from my house. Yeah.
Yeah, all the business.
So I grew up in that kind of area where
Yeah,
music
that's
was a big
dope.
influence on me and my friends, though. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me a bit about the last ones. How did you get in the group the last ones? How did the group formulate and how did that come about?
That's my childhood friends. We grew up from like grade school together all the way to like adulthood.
Okay. So how did the
Yeah,
name
that's my
how did y'all
childhood
come up with
friends.
the
That's a
name?
group I put together. That's a group I developed too. Developed most of them songs with them together and stuff. Before I was a solo artist, I was in that group. I was always in the group with them.
Okay. Okay. That's dope. That's definitely dope. All right. So what were some of the challenges you had to overcome as a kid to get through the day? Break it down a bit. Because you told me you seen some things that you wasn't supposed to see. So what were some of the challenges, man? Like break that down a bit.
Some of the challenges is like you see childhood friends getting killed. You see people getting robbed. You see people using drugs. You see all kind of different stuff in New Orleans.
Okay.
Sometimes,
So
I didn't always have the best equipment to record. Sometimes I tried to do a makeshift studio before I got into a bigger studio. So it was a lot of different stuff I had to go through to get where I'm at now.
okay. So basically how you got through the day was the music.
Yeah, the music.
Yeah.
Yep, I always was in the music. Yep, always was,
Yeah.
man.
All right, that's what's up.
I always
All
was
right,
going. I
so
always knew music was gonna get me through everything, even through right now. Like if it's a tough time, I know music can get me through it.
so how old were you when you first decided to start making music?
I was about 15 or 16, a little bit
Okay.
before that. About
Okay.
15 or 16, that's when I was doing it like mostly full time.
Okay. Okay. And what did your name was always Big Rick or was it something else?
Yeah, always. Yep,
Okay,
always Big
so
Rick. Yep,
his name was always Big Rick. Y'all heard him?
yep. I
Always.
always used that name. Yep, I always did. Yep.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So, for those that don't know about New Orleans, Tell a little bit about New Orleans and what it's like. You know, we hear it from Wayne's perspective, the hot, you know, all the Cash Money's perspective, No Limit perspective, right? But tell me
Right.
from your perspective what New Orleans is like.
To me, New Orleans, it can be both positive and negative. It depends on the person that you is. If you're not with that kind of stuff, you don't have to be involved in that kind of stuff. So, like, from my perspective, like, besides No Limited Cash Money, it's a lot of talent that's down here that don't get discovered. You can walk outside right now, every street corner, every bar, every restaurant, you hear somebody performing. These people probably don't never get no record deal, never get no recognition. But it's always
Okay.
somebody out here performing, whether they're using an instrument, kids drumming on buckets, whatever. They always music around through the whole city. So some people don't never
Okay.
get that nationwide recognition. I mean, like Junior Montana, Set 45. There's a lot of artists that's here that don't never get their recognition.
Oh man. It's a musical
Even a lot of
statement.
producers and DJs, there's a lot of people that make beats and they don't never get like what they deserve. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of talent down here. And they don't never get their recognition at all.
Okay. I hear that, man. So it's definitely a lot of heat there. And I can believe that. I can believe that. I can believe
Right.
that it's a lot of heat there because from what we hear, you know. So
Right.
what's a early childhood memory you remember discovering yourself musically? Break that down.
Our early childhood memory, my friend Jamal Rex put me in a rap battle, and I didn't know what I was gonna do or say. I came out of homeroom and I was trying to get away from the battle. He pushed me into the battle. I'm like,
Why
why
you
would
was
he do
trying to get
that to
away?
me? You know, why out of all this he picked me to go mess with these? He said, man, you gotta get on, you gotta stop being so scary, man. You gotta rap for you can't just rap for us in the neighborhood, you gotta rap for everybody else too. And that's
Yeah,
what made me really want to keep doing what I'm doing.
yeah. Oh, that's dope, man. That's definitely dope. So what happened? When he threw you in that fire, what happened?
When I won that first round at school, I said I can do this. This is something I can make a living of. Like Biggie always was my favorite rapper. I know he always talk about battles and him growing up in Brooklyn. So I'm like, this is
Yeah.
something I can really like. I can do this. Because I was playing sports at first. Music was like
What
a
sport?
secret. I wouldn't let nobody know I can rap in class. I would rap to myself. I wouldn't rap for nobody else, though.
Yeah. What sport did you play?
Yeah, I played baseball and I played basketball, football too for a little while.
Okay.
Mostly
Okay.
basketball though. Yep. I played mostly AAU
Multi-facet.
ball and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I was playing
Okay.
all kind of sports at first.
Oh man. So not only were you athletic, you had the music side in you as well. So
Right.
basically, you had two gems within you already. So when
Yeah,
they
I
threw you
did.
in this
Yep. I come
battle,
from an athletic family too. My dad was my coach,
really.
so I would play
So
AAU ball a lot. Yeah, that's what I thought I was gonna do at first, but I had an early foot injury like that stopped me from playing sports.
okay.
Like a childhood injury. So I was like, damn, I can't really, it bothered me when I come home from practice. Like I would take my shoes or walk home with my shoes sometimes. So I kind of figured, I
Oh
said, I
man.
probably got to let that go for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So how did your family react when they found out you had a musical talent as well?
They didn't really want me doing it. They thought it was a dangerous thing. Somebody can hurt me. Somebody can come rap. It was something dangerous.
Yeah. All right, we lost them again. Lost them again. We'll get them back. It's a little choppy. It's a little choppy, y'all. So bear with him. He here.
Like there was something it wasn't no career in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They felt like there was a long shot away from me
I don't know what's going on, y'all. His phone jumping is basically what that is. His phone jumping, and I guess people was watching him on the show, getting interviewed. This used to go on early on when I started. For those that watch the show all the time, already knows when people see others getting interviewed, they want to start calling their phone and blowing it up. So you know how that goes, folks. This is not my first rodeo with that. So here he is. All right. Yeah, they must be blowing your phone up, man. They must be blowing your
Man,
phone up
lately
right now.
it be a lot of nights I can't even get no sleep sometime, bro. You know, somebody calling, bro. Another interview coming up or so. It been a lot of stuff lately though.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. All right, so let's get back to it. When did you first realize that life in your city wasn't normal compared to other places in America?
It wasn't normal. I was seeing how some people was living in the city, some people wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a household with a lot of people, like a lot of family members and stuff. So I knew that, you know, I was rich at heart in other things. Like what other people had, I didn't have, or some things I did have, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I ain't never missed certain things, but I know that certain people didn't have what I had, or you know what I'm saying? They didn't have fresh sneakers on their feet at school. Something was different about a certain situation. So that's how I
Yeah.
knew stuff wasn't known.
Yeah. So for you, it was like a normal thing, but you knew it wasn't normal.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't normal. Certain things wasn't, you know.
Yeah.
Kids didn't have certain stuff they needed, and you know what I'm saying? Certain things just wasn't normal. Some people didn't have lights, some people didn't have this, some people didn't have that.
Yeah. Yeah. Were you affected by Katrina when Katrina hit?
Yeah, I moved a day before we went to Houston. We was in Texas.
Okay.
That's why I met my wife at. My wife been deceased since 18. We've been together from 08 all the way to 18. That's why I met her at in Houston. Yeah, I lost my wife in 18. She was 6. She passed away in 18. Yep.
My condolences, brother.
Right.
Oh man. All right. So what did young Bigrick dream about before Rhett entered the picture?
Wait, say it again.
What did young Bigrick dream about before Rhett entered the picture?
Really, I just wanted the money. Money was my thing, you know. I thought I was gonna play in the NBA and stuff. That was my dream, you know?
Yeah. Let the camera see your face, man. Let us see your
All right,
face.
I got
Like,
it, man.
yeah,
All right.
yeah, get us. Make sure your face is on there.
All
All
right.
right. So it was really the money that had you motivated.
Yeah, money and taking care of my family. You know what I'm saying? That was my main thing I wanted.
Okay. So what did you do? Did you work? Or you just focused on the music
Yeah,
and
I work. I
making it?
come from a working class family. Like my parents, you know, they went to college and stuff. You know what I'm saying? My dad went to LSU and stuff. I come from a working class family, you know, a bunch of hustlers and stuff. They bought their money, you know what I'm saying? So I grew up
Right.
in like a ballroom, like a juke joint. My grandma owned the ballroom, she owned the restaurant.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I grew up in
That's
that
dope.
kind of environment. You know, my family went to work a lot. People in my house went to work.
Yeah,
But I
that's
wanted
dope.
more than that. I'm like, man, I just don't want to be working for nobody forever. You know? I
All
was
right.
always watching TV and stuff. Then I started. I know music always been there.
Your grandfather played a banjo, right?
Yeah, my great uncle.
Oh, your great uncle. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he
All
played the
right.
banjo. He was in a band called like a tuxedo band. That's what they was in. That's what they did like in the 40s. He in the blues museum down here.
Really? So
So
this
his
is just
trumpet,
all
like
the
when we
way in
take
your
field trips and
bloodline
stuff, my
for
mom
you.
would tell me that was my uncle. And my other uncle played the guitar. He's still living. He's 71. You know what I mean? He still played the guitar.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. All right, so here's my next question to you. What did you do for peace when the world was a little chaotic?
Wait, what I did for peace?
Yeah, when the world was chaotic to you and things was just out of whack or just going crazy, what was it that Big Rick did for peace?
I still would listen to music. I would write a lot. Sometimes I'll go take walks. Sometimes I would go sit by the water. I still do that now. When I need to think of something, I go sit by the water. Sometimes I listen to beats. I listen to other music. That give me my peace. Music really is my peace, though.
So outside of rap, what else do you listen to?
I listen to a lot of R&B. I listen to a lot of jazz. I listen to a lot of blues. I listen to a lot of different genres and stuff.
Okay. That's what's up, man.
I mean, I hear
So it's
music
like,
and everything. I can hear the washing machine going in here. I can still hear music in that, you know.
yeah, I know what that
So I
skill
think
set
that
is
was just
like.
something born in me. Right. That was a pet I had to go on. It was even when I was playing sports, music kept messing with me in my head about different stuff.
Yeah, I know what that skill set is like because when I was younger, I would do the same thing. I make
Right.
beats. Not only do I just do this podcast and I rap, I make beats. So I find a beat in everything too. So I know what that's like. So I can relate.
Right.
Yeah. Oh man, that's cool. So how did the culture and energy in the NO, second lines, church, brass bands
Right.
influence your spirit? How did it influence you and your spirit growing up?
When I used to see a second line band, I said,
Mm-hmm.
well, I know I don't, I like the trumpet. I used to like the trumpet a lot when I was in school. So I like the trumpet. I like the Louis Armstrong. I like the Buddy Bolden. I said, he played the trumpet. So I said, I know I can play the trumpet a little bit. So I had friends that was in second line bands and stuff. They would teach me music notes and stuff, how to read music and stuff. I said, well, that's how that go. That's how it's supposed to sound. And also, Freddie Stills, Kuttmaster Slim, he developed me a lot. He
Okay.
showed me how to record. He made beats, so he showed me. He produced for like Mystical and Juvenile and stuff. He showed me how to count my balls and how to record and stuff. I didn't know nothing about recording.
Okay. So how
So
old
all
were
that
you
played like
when
a
that
big
was?
influence on me and stuff. I thought you just go in there and rap, but I had to learn how to get rhythm and everything.
Yeah, so you had to get acclimated with the style for real. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's a
had to
dope
really
thing.
like learn from like even when I got to Houston, Larry Davis developed me even more. I had to learn from different producers like Mofede and stuff.
So that's a legend
Like them
right there.
producers, it was hard on me. They was like, you don't rap like that when you in it. You know? When I first got there, I
Yeah,
used to be loud, screaming on the microphone. He said, no, you gotta kind of calm down or something, man. That's not how they
yeah,
go. I had to learn all that from like the steps and stuff.
yeah. Too much screaming causes distortion in the mic.
Yeah,
Excuse
you
me.
see, you
And
putting
that's
too
a
much into
gem
the
for you young
microphone.
rappers.
So I had to learn as
Stop
I was
yelling in the
going,
mic.
man. Right.
Yeah.
They said I was too loud sometimes.
It's all good though. You learned and you got better. You honed your skills. So that's
Yeah,
one of the
I got better over
beauty.
time. Yep.
Yeah, that's one of the beauties of being an artist and having someone to coach you. I did that for a large part of my life at one point. I would teach people how to count bars, teach them about
Right.
delivery, teach them about cadences, and also writing format. Some people don't even know how to write an 8-bar format or
No, they
16
don't.
or 24 or
Right.
32. You know what I mean?
Right.
So some people have to be taught that. So I can understand what that's like to learn it because I had to learn it. So
Right.
that's what's up, man. All right. So Tell me something about New Orleans that outsiders will never understand.
They'll never understand like our culture down here, how we family oriented. People think it's just violence, it's just crime. They'll never understand like how we close knit. We're a close knit community here. They
Okay.
never understood. They didn't understand that after Katrina. They thought we was just crazy. We just kill people, and it wasn't nothing like that. They don't understand that when they broke them levels, they broke up families. They broke up generation of people. Some people didn't even find their people years later. They never knew where they was at or nothing. So they don't understand how much family play a part in this. They play a big part in it. Take a village to raise a child. They never understood that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I can imagine what that's like because I know what it's like to be in a hurricane. Hurricane Matthew. I'm a survivor of Hurricane Matthew.
Yeah, I remember about that. Right.
Yes. So I know all about that. You know, my heart goes out to all the hurricane survivors in this country because it's very hard to rebuild and start over. A lot of people don't realize, you know, that never experienced a hurricane. If they ain't never experienced a hurricane, they look at it like it's light work and they ain't really that serious until you get hit by a hurricane.
Right.
And that's facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know that to be facts because that's how I thought until I was in one and the levees broke and the town got flooded and it was crazy. So I know what that feel like. You know what I'm saying? All right. So how do you feel the pressure of survival shaped you more than the desire for success?
How I feel the pressure? To me, I don't feel pressure though. I feel like I know what I'm doing. I know what it took for me to get where I'm at now. I mean, it's a lot of things. I never thought I'd see myself in a magazine or on the radio. I thought that'd never happen. It was just taking too long, but it happened. You know what I'm saying? It took me a while, but it happened.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up.
I mean, when I first started this, I didn't know how to get interviews and stuff. I started calling phone numbers on the back of CDs and magazines and stuff, double XL. That's how I learned how to get interviews and stuff. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up, man. So tell me about this tour. Tell the people a bit about the tour and what that's about.
The tour is about hitting cities that where other artists won't go. A lot of artists don't want to go to certain cities. They don't want to go to small towns. They don't want to go to smaller venues. I don't mind. Me, I go anywhere I perform. I mean, I get a lot of feedback. I get a lot of fan mail every other day, emails and stuff. Me and my group members, even me being a solo artist. So can be somewhere way in Georgia, small town, small hick town. I mean, you got crazy white kids out here writing these letters and stuff. I get letters from a lot of different people and stuff about music, and they appreciate my music. So, wherever it's gonna take me, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So, what is the one thing that you want to achieve on this tour?
I want to reach, especially reaching our people, not just black people, people in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the common man, people that don't even came to get out to see a big tour like a Jay-Z tour, a Nas tour, people that can't afford this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to reach people that's the worst of the worst, the poorest of the poorest, the richest of the richest. So that's my thing getting out these tours. I got a letter from a lady the other day saying my song stopped her from killing herself. So I know there's people out there listening.
Yeah.
So I want to reach all the people that's in a struggle, all the people that's trying to get to where they're going. They don't do music, they're not an athlete, but they trying to go to school or they trying to take up a trade. I want to reach all these people that can't see me on an everyday basis.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I hear that. All right. So your grandmother was a gospel singer, right?
Yeah, that's what she did. Yep.
What was the biggest lesson she ever taught you about music and life?
She told me to watch them women out here and watch my money. Always make sure I know how to read contracts, make sure I pay attention to the business side. It's not just about the music side.
So break that down a bit more, because that's something that I feel as though that needs to be heard from the artists that got motion, that's popping out here. You know what I'm saying? And doing something
Right.
in the right way, and getting their business acclimated right. So break that down a bit as far as knowing your contracts and your
A
business.
lot of these artists, they don't know about percentages and punch on the album. They don't know about how to read a contract or what it say. If you got to be a certain way at a certain time, or they think it's just about recording. It's not just about recording.
Right.
These artists got to know. If you don't know something, get a lawyer. Get a lawyer. Or get somebody that know about it. That's what I do. I go get somebody.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't never just sit there. If it's something I don't.
Yeah, we losing you again, Big Rick. Losing you again, brother. Breaking up. We lost him again. It seems like. We'll add him back when he's ready. But I agree with him. Make sure you got all your paperwork intact. Make sure you got your ASCAP BMI intact. You know, listen to the lawyers. Also, read the small print. I say in this one bar, I said, he sold his soul on the dotted. Oh, I'm saying the bar wrong. Excuse me. I said, he think he happy and he got to grind. He sold his soul and read the small print. You writing on that dotted line and you're not reading, that's going to hurt you in the long run. So I suggest that all my people, all of y'all, try your best to definitely be conscious of what you're signing, know the business, how things are supposed to go, and don't just be so happy and in a rush to sign. Like you said, make sure you got your paperwork legit, make sure you got your lawyers and everything you need, managers, all the people that can help you along the way, that can help you succeed, because those are things that you need. You definitely need them. So if you don't get them and you just want to do it yourself, because a lot of people, we hear this a lot, right? Oh yeah, I'm independent. You can be independent, but you still need people to help you along the way. So when you independent, you still gonna need lawyers, managers. You still gonna need people that can help you. You know, you still gonna need people that can help
All right,
you.
hold on.
Hey man, you might want to just try to sit the phone down in one spot, brother.
I know, bro. I had to run and get a charger right quick, man. It had died.
Yeah. Yeah, sit that thing in a spot where it can just say idle. So you ain't gotta move with it. Okay, we going through it, y'all. Listen, I'm here. I'm working with my guest. He's having some phone difficulties, as y'all just heard. But we still here. We moving and booming. Big Rick is in the building. It's your boy Tigmatic. the pot. We here. It's a Wednesday. And we just enjoying the time as it goes. But like you said, he trying to get right. And he'll be back. And until he's back, I'm gonna play a tune. Keep it locked in. It's your boy Tigmatic. And we here, y'all.
BTM.
Walks on the beat, fuck you, man.
84 radio, this shit is strictly out the street.
Foolish made this fool.
After the bubbling, wait till it gel up. Whip it together and drop it in water. I got a cookbook full of them recipes showing y'all niggas how to cook that yo. Drop it in Pirates, mix with the soda. Play at the door, tell them wait, I'm in motion. I'm really serving the fiends, but you stuck in the track, getting money, gotta do what you posting. I'm really pushing it, you got a slow start. Boy, that's cat right, nigga, you don't go hard. Bows in the brake light when I'm about to go far. Bells in the back of the truck with a scrap in my lap. Can't even count like I ain't been addicted to track, cause my life full of moving them pants. We get them in for the low, but the quality fine, so it's time to go fuck up the truck. She like when I'm spitting that hot shit, told her to back up. I ain't no rap nigga, too many bricks in the back of the track to be broke. If you ain't getting money, come get some. I ain't got a chop, no tote my pistol, cause I ain't going down without hitting some. So many scripts I can flip and the prices to drop it. The clientele get more than 2 of them. I got a plug and drop it and double it back, but fuck that, I can come my own work. We hit this block with them choppers and double right back on the fuck nigga, put them on a t-shirt. AR-15 and it came with a titty. Spin a little block till the car get dizzy. It'll be weird if them choppers won't with me. Fool in the studio toting that glizzy, you supposed to be mixing. After the bubbling, wait till it gel up. Whip it together and drop it in water. I got a cookbook full of them recipes showing y'all niggas how to cook that yo. Drop it in Pirates, mix with the soda. Play at the door, tell them wait, I'm in motion. I'm really serving the fiends, but you stuck in the track, getting money, gotta do what you post. I'm really pushing it, you got a slow start. Boy, that's cat right, nigga, you don't go hard. Bows in the brake light when I'm about to go far. Bells in the back of the truck with a scrap in my lap. Can't even count like I ain't been addicted to track, cause my life full of moving them pants. We get them in for the low, but the quality fine, so it's time to go fuck up the truck.
Get them in for the low. They go to BR, they go and they go. 100 pounds up in 40 hours. My little cousin Duke like go get more. Cocaine in the gas tank of the Monte Carlo in the 64. Microwave got a nigga paid. I was losing shake on that fucking stove. No cap. Family addicted to paper, say you a bold. A whole lot of motion, show your devotion. Nigga gon' bless you, play with the pack. Nigga gon' stretch. I had to do what I was supposed to. I was losing hope. I roll her back with perfect nigga, but you should see a nigga cook some dope. Huncho, bitch like Griselda Blanco. Take that pack, I hang you from a bridge, big choppo. No time to get dapped, cause I got a pack in the bag. Blunt in my mouth and a strap in my lap. A bitch on the way with some clothes she stole, and my niggas got money for bows.
After the bubbling, wait till it gel up. Whip it together and drop it in water. I got a cookbook full of them recipes showing y'all niggas how to cook that yo. Drop it in Pirates, mix with the soda. Play at the door, tell them wait, I'm in motion. I'm really serving the fiends, but you stuck in the track, getting money, gotta do what you post. I'm really pushing it, you got a slow start. Boy, that's cat right, nigga, you don't go hard. Bows in the brake light when I'm about to go far. Bells in the back of the truck with a scrap in my lap. Can't even count like I ain't been addicted to track, cause my life full of moving them pants. We get them in for the low, but the quality fine, so it's time to go fuck up the trap. Fuck it up then. Boosted bad ass nigga. Hot shit. I ain't no rap nigga.
Yes, sir. These niggas gotta do what they posted, man.
Long live road runner from Boosie bad ass boy. Brother holding it down for you 100. Look out and watch us from the sky. Yeah.
All right, we back.
Yeah, I'm back, man.
Yeah, we back, man. Where you at, man?
All right, man.
Where you at? Turn the camera back on. You MIA, yo.
All right.
All right. I think you in here a couple times, so I'm gonna have to remove one. Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, that's way better. All right, so how does gospel from your grandmother show up in your music? Maybe the tone, pain, and healing. Does any of that show up?
Wait, say it again.
How does gospel from your grandmother show up in your music?
How much singing show up in my music? It show up a lot. I still can hear singing sometimes. It show up a lot. It ain't too much, but it show up. I'm a gangster and I'm a political rapper, so it show up sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all heard him. You said he political, so he get to it. All right. That's what's up, man. Political is definitely the way to go. So you speak on the injustices and things you see out here.
Right.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Hold on, I can't. Let's see, I can hear. You can repeat your last question?
The last question, you answered it. So
yeah, it's echoing a little bit.
How does brass band
right.
DNA show up in your flow or your beat selection? Do you got any like brass band?
It show up a lot. I mean, a lot of jazz, a lot of blues, a lot of stuff I grew up on. I can still hear it in my head sometimes.
Okay, so do it show up in the music, like the sounds when you pick beats? Do you have like that graspy, raspy New Orleans sound, the horns, the organs? You know what I'm saying? Is that in your music?
I do.
Okay. Okay. So you wanted to stay true to your roots.
Yeah, sometimes I can hear them horns too.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear them. I hear them in certain beats I pick out too sometimes. Yeah, a lot.
Okay. So did your family push you away or toward music?
Someone was pushing me towards it, someone wasn't.
Okay. Who was the
like,
one
I ain't
in your
gonna say who the
family?
family member is, but it didn't work out for them. So they feel like they're gonna place their fears on me about it.
Right. So who was the one for you that saw you had that spark and you had something and pushed you to be great musically? Who was that person for you?
My stepdad, he passed like Father's Day week. You know what I'm saying? He used to listen to a lot of tapes, the Ghetto Boys, Chuck D, Bob Marley and stuff. So he kind of pushed me towards that, you know.
Yeah.
He just asked me to show you something you want to do. If you want to do, I'm gonna support you in it. And my grandmother was a big influence too.
Okay.
My real dad, his mom, she was the one that was a gospel singer. She was always buying me equipment and stuff.
Okay. So they saw that you had something and just wanted you to push.
Yeah, because it run deep in my family. I have a nephew that make beats too, and I have a brother that's under me that rap too.
Yeah. All right. So it sounds like you come from a big family, man. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like you come from a big family, and you know, sometimes it's hard when it comes to family trying to push the music out. You trying to get it done the way that you want to do it and live life on your own terms. And like you said, sometimes family members can push their fears on you to try to convince you not to pursue. But ultimately,
it is.
you have
It
to
do
make
be
the
hard.
decision. Yeah, ultimately, you have to make the decision to go the way that you want to go when it comes to music. So I think that when it comes to pursuing your dreams, no one should ever block that. If that's something that you want to do, go for it and don't let nothing get in your way. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right. So what legacy are you hoping to create for the next generation coming behind you?
Right.
That's the question. It's a question. What legacy are you hoping to create for the next generation behind you? You heard?
My legacy I hope to create? Yeah.
What's the legacy you're hoping to create for the next generation?
My legacy is I want to leave behind great music and music that's timeless, that lasts throughout the years, over the centuries. I want people to be able to dig through them crates and be like, damn, he must have was somebody that, you know, made good music. Right.
Okay. If you had a moment to talk to your younger self, what would you tell him?
To believe in yourself and push harder.
Okay.
Push harder and push that penny even harder than what you pushing it.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I'll tell myself. Go back in time and tell him, look, it's coming. You know, it's going to take a while, but it's coming, though.
Okay. So how would you prepare him for that?
I tell him write more, read more books, listen to more music.
Okay.
Start getting in the studio early on. Yep.
Okay. So let's get into it a little bit more. We're going to dive deeper into Bigrick, right? We're at the 1 hour mark, and we're going to take a break in a second.
Okay.
But we're going to take a break. I'm going to play a video or two, and then we're going to come right back to it. But Kuttmaster Slim gave you your first record deal.
Right.
What did he see in you that you didn't see in yourself at the time?
He put me in front of Beats by the Pound, KLC from No Limit. He put me on the spot with a kid. We was at work one day, walking in the dish room. And he said, man, you rap? I heard you rap. Stop playing with me, yeah? He said, you gonna rap some tonight. And he put KLC on the phone. That's what that what gave me that confidence, Jim.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like rapping for KLC. That's like rapping for Dr. Dre or somebody, man. I said, man, yeah, he liked my rhyme, you know?
Yeah, that's a fact.
He said, man, nah, bro, you're not running away from this no more, bro. He said, I'm a DJ, you the rapper? He said, I heard you can rap. Stop lying to me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what made me, he got me ready to rap. Yep, to this day. Yep, I still go get beats from him. We still talk at least 2 times a week. I go over there and pick out beats, yep.
Okay. So what lessons from Slim still live in your mind every time you step in the booth?
He tell me, he always tell me to this day, believe in yourself, you know what I'm saying? What you scared of these beats or something? Or you gonna let the beat outwork you? He always tell me that. You know, when I told him earlier, tell you, what you gonna let this beat play on you or you gonna play on this beat? Which one you gonna do first?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. How did producers Mofede and Larry Davis help you mold your sound into something uniquely new?
Mofede with us and the last one, everybody around me that rap, we call Mofede Joe Jackson. You hear me? Mofede don't play. You know? He got us in there. He be like, nah, play time over with,
Mofede be in his bag, huh?
He be behind that board, man. He not playing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He be on us, man. He be on us hard, man.
That's what's up. That's definitely what's up.
So he in Lake Charles since Katrina, but I still go out there to record a lot. Though. I talk to him a lot. That's the one person I got to talk to at least on the day. That's my older brother. He a little bit older than us, so he didn't produce for Mystical, a lot of people. He didn't work up at Def Jam and everything, so he know what he doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what does the name The Last Real Ones mean to you personally? Break that down for me, man.
It's my lifestyle. It's something that I know I put together, something I created. We created together.
Yeah.
Something that I know I'm going to die with. I know that. I'm not going to let that name die.
Okay. So it's forever. It's up and it's stuck, man.
Yeah, it's stuck. It's stuck in the stuck, man. Yep, it's stuck in my head forever. Yep.
Y'all heard him. It's up and it's stuck, then.
Right, and for
Bigrick for that.
Right. As far as Larry Davis, he's from Houston. He the only producer I work with in Houston. He the first person to record me like a little bit years after Katrina. He the first one. He the person that believed in me too, that I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Because he a rapper. So he's like, man, you can do this. It ain't hard, man.
Yeah.
He taught me a lot about the business side of music too.
Yeah.
So this how this work, how tours work, and
so let's talk about touring. What's your favorite thing? about touring that you love?
I love to get out there on that stage to see. I like to see the audience before I get up there. I like to study other musicians, see what they gonna do when they get on stage. I like to see what they not working on. Is they ready? I like to outwork them.
Okay.
I like to see the crowd reaction. I like to see who paying attention, who not paying attention.
Yeah.
I like to see stuff like that. I like to study the crowd.
You at the studio now?
No, I'm at home now. I was earlier when you called me. I was at like a meeting or something. It was like a conference for artists and stuff.
Okay. Okay.
So I was like right down the street, like in a good walking distance or whatever.
Okay. Well, you be getting it in. You don't be playing, huh?
Nah, man, I still work at 9. When I clock out of work, I still go work on my craft. I go do a show. I go do something.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. All right. What's one moment in your career that almost made you quit?
This week, I'm glad you asked that question, man. A lawyer contacted me about my name and my label. I said, man, I own that name. You know what I'm saying? What you talking about? He said his artist wanted the name. I said, it ain't gonna happen. You gotta fight me for you. He talking about, well, I'll see you in court. I said, well, get you another lawyer then. Y'all gonna lose. So I called my lawyer.
So it's another artist named Bigrick?
No, the label was called 25 to Life. That's my name. They have another label in Australia. But long as it's overseas, it can never be conflict. But this artist, I never met him before. A lawyer contacted me earlier this week talking about, if you don't use the name, is you using it like yelling on the phone? So I started yelling,
Yeah.
So I called Mofede. Mofede said, nah, that's not gonna go down like that. We put a cease to it, you know what I'm saying? I called the lawyer, and the lawyer called them, and they said, you don't got nothing to worry about. Tomorrow. You have the 18 to answer. So I guess they wanted the name. They wanted the trademark. They couldn't get it though.
Yeah.
So I told him I wanted to talk to his artist. He wouldn't let me talk to. I said, let me talk to the artist. Then he wouldn't let me talk to him.
Yeah, that's why.
So it was a fight this week. I'm like, y'all not gonna take nothing from me that I done built up. I didn't put money into. Y'all not about to just come and take it.
Yeah, straight like that.
But it taught me something about contracts in black and white. Like if you got your paperwork together, you can win. You know what I'm saying? It taught me about that. Yep.
Yeah. And that's what I was talking about before, we got blurred off with the phone.
Yeah.
I was talking about, making sure your contracts are in order, managers are doing what they need to do.
Right.
And you reading the small print in the contract because all of that is important.
Right.
That's where they really get you the most with the small print.
Yeah, that's what they do. I remember I was up at Capitol Records. This is when my wife was living. I called back home. I called her in Houston. I said, look, these people talking about like a 6-album deal with $1 million. And she said, you don't need to take that money from them. I said, I'm not. She said, they was trying to put me in a bad contract. The manager, everybody. So I left. I left and left it alone.
Yeah.
She said, you can go back to pressing up your CDs. I ain't even help you, but do not sign on them people giving. They was trying to get me in a messed up contract.
Man, I got offered a dummy deal as a youngin', so it was on some 75% royalties, and I'm like, right?
Right.
Right. No, I'm cool. I don't want that. You keep that.
Right.
And you're right. If you don't know the business or you don't know what you're reading and what it means, yeah, you'll sign it and then you'll be stuck like Chuck.
Yeah, man, I learned that. Don't sign nothing you don't understand.
That's a fact.
Don't sign it. Yep. A lot of these artists think that they're gonna get rich overnight. It's not gonna happen like that.
All right, so let's break it down. What's Bigrick creative process like?
Here, like I'm here now, I have to listen to beats. I have to study albums. I read books. I listen to speeches from like Malcolm X and stuff. I read all kind of comedy. I read a lot of different stuff. I watch shows to get my creative process going. Sometimes I don't watch TV for days because I feel like it's blocking me from getting to know where I'm at.
Yeah, I understand.
Sometimes I have to take a walk. I have to sit in the car sometime and just get around other artists and stuff to create stuff, Get around, get in the cypher sometime. It's different things I have to do.
Yeah.
to get me to where I'm at. Like I still have rhyme books in there from high school and stuff. I have a lot of composition notebooks I keep.
Yeah.
So I have crates of books and stuff. I mean, I have to look at different things to get in different processes, you know.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of news. I watch CNN a lot. I mean, something that took a pride of me for the last couple of weeks about that lynching they had in Mississippi. I still look at stuff like that. I mean, I love history, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
That's
artists
a
that
good
be out
thing.
on the road, I tell them they have to be careful. You have to be careful, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what's the name of your current single that you got booming?
One of them is called All My Life, and the other one is called Life After. You hear me? And my album is called Life's a Beat. That's the name of my album.
Okay. Okay.
And my new single is called Just Ain't Enough. It's a song about struggle, about pain, about single mamas, single fathers that's going through the struggle, that's trying to make ends meet, trying to raise their
Right.
kids. So it's a lot of I like singles that mean stuff.
All right.
That
So
tell stories of, you know, all my life is about a struggle. I have a video about to come out too for it.
okay, you got some videos out currently?
Yeah, I just finished the one for All My Life.
That's the only video?
Yeah, that's the only one I got currently.
Okay.
So I got another video coming out too, Just Ain't Enough. It's coming out in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, okay. That's what's up, man. It's good to know that you know, getting the motion going and you got some things popping, right?
Right. But another thing I want to tell these artists out here, stop putting an age on music. You know what I'm saying?
Break that down. Give
They
it to them.
feel
Break it
like,
down.
and I'm gonna tell you my age. I ain't gonna be scared to tell you. I'm 43 years old, you hear me? So I done made the cover of two major magazines.
Yeah.
And I'm about to go hit the cover again. They feel like, oh well, my time had passed. I remember riding a Greyhound bus from Arkansas one day, and I saw these guitar players, and I'm like, damn, they look older than me, you know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
started a conversation with them. It was like, no, we in a band, two of us going to Alabama, rest of Atlanta. They said, man, we in our 50s, bro. We buy our clothes from the thrift shop. Most of our money go to our studio time. And it was like, they was back there playing the guitar. And it was like, don't never give up your dream. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them dudes, they was making it, financing their own tour and stuff. But I
Yeah.
tell people, you know, other genres don't have no age on it. Why you putting an age on hip hop?
That's a great
Why?
question.
I mean, it took me a while to get here with setbacks and stuff, losing family members, but I knew I was gonna get there. I knew it was gonna happen eventually.
Right. You know, that's a great question, and that's something that I speak about daily on the show too, you know, with my guests and the viewers, you know.
Right.
People be like, oh yeah, you too old, you too old. Nah, don't get mad at me because I still got talent and I'm still using it.
Thank you.
You know what
If
I'm
you look
saying?
at the people that over the success, Killer Mike said it best when he won that Grammy. It took people don't know. I remember when Killer Mike wasn't that Killer Mike. I remember when he was just like a local Killer Mike. You know?
Yeah.
And he just wasn't there yet. He wasn't putting his songs wasn't reaching people how they reaching out. It took him a while. He says engineer over 50 years old. Everybody on the stage is over 43 years old, and they making it. He said that speech always stuck in my head.
Yeah. You can't listen to what people think. You gotta turn the noise down and focus and lock in. And
You
that's
got
one
to.
thing that I've learned as well, man. So it don't even matter what nobody else say. It's about what you feel, about what you create, and how you're going to keep that going. Listen, LL dropped one of the dopest albums of the year. I don't care what nobody say.
Man, I got to see him for Essence Festival. That was my first time seeing him in Slick Rick in concert, man.
Bro, when I tell you, listen to his album. When you listen to the album, bro.
Right.
Ain't nobody out here doing that. The
Right.
man is like spitting heavy. And he rapping fast with Eminem on a joint.
Yeah, I saw that, man. I saw the video
Man,
for it.
listen. He's snapping.
Right.
So that man's 60 years old.
That's why I tell
Stop
people,
playing with it.
man. Right. I tell people, man, it ain't no age on music, bro. The lady that wrote the Harry Potter book, it took her in her 50s to get Harry Potter off the ground, bro.
It's not
Everybody,
our time, it's
right.
God's time. And
Yeah,
if he
I tell people
allows
that.
it, that's when it happens.
Right.
So that's what it is, man. It is what it is. All right, here's my next question. What does discipline look like to you?
Discipline?
Yeah, when it comes
Discipline
to your
for
craft.
me, when it comes to my craft, I have to be locked in all the week. I mean, Don will tell you, we used to be at work. I said, Don, look, this ain't forever. We're going to be at the Grammys one day laughing about how we made it out of here. So it take me to be around people that believe in what I'm doing.
Yeah.
They have to be, as far as me writing, I have to be quiet. I have to be somewhere in a good space. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just going to record just to say I'm recording and put out a single. If I'm not feeling it that day, I will come back the next day. It would take weeks for me to record that one song. I'm gonna wait till I can get that mojo going again.
Yeah. That's important.
So that's what it takes discipline. And it takes for me to a lot of prayers and stuff. God, you know what I'm saying? It takes for me to be real disciplined to get back to what I'm doing.
Yeah. I definitely can dig that, man. All right. So how do you protect your creativity in a world full of distractions and negativity?
I protect it by keeping my ideas in my head, not letting people hear them right away. I protect it by putting them in that notebook, putting them in my phone. Protect it by, putting God first too.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear that. That's the big one right there, man. So tell me about a time that was hard for you that you had to overcome.
I had lost my sister one year, one of my sisters, because I have a lot of siblings. I lost my wife the next year. So between 17 and 18 was some rough years for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, my wife died actually. I was at work, doing work, security work, and my mother-in-law called me and said she ain't breathing no more. So I had to really put myself in a dark space. I'm like, man, this happening now. And actually at that time I was working on a movie because I do acting work too. So my wife said, why don't you go to the movie set? I said, I'm not gonna go to D. Something telling me not to go to D. You know what I'm saying? I had to make sure you straight. And she was like, you gotta follow your dreams. You can't keep on sitting there like not doing it. So, but it happened. And like that happened, it kind of put a down on me for a while. I didn't do music for a long time.
Yeah. My condolences on you losing your wife, man. I can't imagine what that's like, to lose the person that you made a vow with. Y'all got
Right.
kids?
No, we don't have kids. We're planning for children. That's crazy. We're planning for children that month, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because my wife had just finished college 2 years prior. We was planning for kids, planning our family and stuff. And it didn't happen that way. She got sick, and I told her we might got to put that on hold for right now.
Yeah. Man, my condolences. That's
man.
hard to deal with.
And my
I can
sister was like my biggest supporter, my little sister and stuff. I mean, my sister used to bust in my room talking about, you listening to that CD again? Why you listening to him all day? Talking about Biggest Small. Why you listening to that dude, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister she loved the music. That was her thing too. She liked to sing and stuff.
Yeah. So how did you? I know that you didn't fully overcome either one. I just lost my mother in September. It's November. So I know that's not something that you overcome. But how did you push through? What was it that made you push through and get through it, man?
My cousin, he made me get up and start doing things again. My cousin, her husband, they've been together since I've been younger. He said, "Man, you're not about to sit around here and mope. I'm gonna get that trumpet out of the room. I'm gonna make you get up." Cause he was in the marching band at Southern. He said, "Man, I'm gonna make you get up. You're gonna start back doing music again. You're not supposed to lay on the couch all day." So he forced me. My family forced me to get better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They forced me to start back to doing what I was doing and stuff.
Hey man, listen. That I wouldn't say that's force. You know what that is? It's motivation.
Yeah, they motivate me,
So
man.
let's say that. Let's say they
Right,
motivated you. They ain't force you. They
right.
motivated you, man, because
They did.
they
They
cared
motivated me to
about
do
you
what I had to
and they
do.
love
Yep.
you. So
Right,
they wanted to see you in a better space mentally, because I'm pretty sure for them it was hard as well. But they knew that's something she would have wanted you to do. You know, your sister and your wife. You know what I'm saying?
right,
I know that's something that they would have wanted you to do, to continue pursuing your dream, to keep working, to
right.
focus and lock in. So I'm pretty sure that that's what that was, man. All right. So going through these things that you went through, did you experience depression, anxiety,
Oh yeah, man, a lot.
survivor's guilt?
Yeah, a lot, man. Sometimes I experience anxiety and stuff. I had to tell myself like, nah, I don't do that today. You know, you ain't about to get down on yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I can
So
still
what
hear
do you
my
do
wife
in
sometimes
in the
talking to me a
moments?
lot. She telling me, don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what do you do in those moments?
I pray a lot. I mean, I go take walks. I do a lot of different things to keep myself motivated. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Because I had a childhood friend I lost like that. Like in recent years, he committed suicide. You know what I'm saying? And he used to
I
always tell me
hear
he was
that.
gonna be my manager. He's like, "Man, we make it, I'm gonna be your manager." You know what I'm saying? He's always joking me about that.
So what do you do when the world sees strength in you, but you don't feel strong inside? What do you
I
do?
really like if I'm somewhere like I'm out in the crowd, I go sit down, lock myself in the bathroom stall, pray before a show or something, make sure I'm getting back to where I was. You know?
Yeah, keeping your mental straight is definitely the biggest important
Right,
thing when doing music or anything else. If it's something
right,
that you need to lock in and focus on, the fact that you mentioned this repeatedly, and I really love that you keep repeating it, because I'm a man of God myself.
right.
Uh,
Cause it was a
letting
time I
God
stopped
guide you.
believing that. I had stopped believing, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's not real, man. You know what I'm saying? He took my wife and my sister, but I had to get back to believing again.
Man, I think when we lose loved ones, we go through that phase, but we still understand it was
Right,
God's time for them,
right,
and He wanted their souls for His purpose.
right,
So in the moment, it's anger. So it's not in the right place, but we realize that later on, you
right.
know. And I understand that, but understanding how God works, and that everything is done for a purpose.
Hmm.
It was meant for you to learn things that you had to learn in life, just like it
Right,
was for me. The losses that I experienced and have. I lost my dad. I lost my mom. I lost my mother-in-law. I lost other family members as well, all within like a 2-year span.
right,
Back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
right. Yeah,
You
that's a
know what I'm
lot, man.
saying?
Right,
So for me, I understand what that is like, but in the same sense, you can't lose your faith. So I would say to you, bro, keep your faith, trust God, and trust that He got a plan for you, man. Because I believe He got a plan for you, brother. And listen,
Oh yeah.
When things get hard, do exactly what you said. Get on your knees
Right.
and pray.
Yeah, that's true too, man.
All right. At your lowest point mentally, what pulled you back up?
Music pulled me back up, man.
Okay.
Music pulled me back up, you know what I'm saying? And even Don helped me. Don helped me a lot, man.
Shout out to Don. That's my
Man,
guy.
Don be like,
I just was talking to him yesterday.
we'll be at work and I get mad about something. Be like, nah, Rick, I'm not about to let you do that. No, you're not, bro. Come on here. Let me talk to you for a minute, bro.
Yeah, we got some things in the works cooking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we definitely gonna hit you so we can try make you a part of that too.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. We try and get some virtual shows going and stuff like that.
Right.
You know, and I think it'll go well if we get things set the right way, but it's still in the making right now. So we're gonna get that booming. Who do you vent to when everybody else vent to you?
Sometimes I talk to God a lot, man. I talk to God, I talk to my parents, you know what I'm saying?
So your parents
Yeah, I talk to them about a lot of stuff. I talk to, sometimes I have to sit there and just like vent to myself sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I talk to my siblings, my brothers and sisters. I talk to them a lot, you know what I'm saying, about different stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool,
they help
man.
me out a lot through a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's always good to have somebody to talk to, man. That's a
Right.
great thing.
Yeah.
What's a pain you carried for years before you learned how to talk about it?
A pain?
Mm-hmm.
A pain I carried for years because my wife been gone since 18, so it's 25, 26 now. So I carried that pain for years, man, even through relationship. I'm like, if somebody break on me, it's just that's what it is, and it ain't gonna hurt me.
Did you ever consider doing therapy?
Yeah, I never did it, but they was telling me I needed to go. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, listen. Us men, we look down on therapy, bro, but I'm gonna keep it a
Yes, we
hundo
do.
with you. I'm
We
gonna
do.
keep it a hundo with you. It helps.
Yeah, we do look down on them.
It helps a lot, bro. I do therapy. It
Right.
helped, bro. Like real
Right.
rap. I'm gonna tell you, like, it can help you see things about yourself that you never really realized. And maybe people been telling you, but coming from a person that doesn't really know you,
right,
and they're assessing things, it's a different vibe. It's a different approach
yeah, it is.
to what people close to you
Right.
do. So it's not the same, and therapy can give you tools on how to manage certain things about yourself and life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when life be lifing, you got that therapist you could talk to, and they can just be like, look, this is what you need to do. Give it to you flat out and straight. And it's
Right.
it's not looking at your life because they've known you their whole life. Nah, they ain't known you your whole life. So they just
Right.
giving it to you based on what they see and what they hear.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
therapy works, man. I would suggest trying it, man, because it can help you. It even help you musically, bro.
Right.
It helped me musically. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
you did. Well, I'm gonna try it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and try it then, man.
Yeah, man. And listen, when you do, hit me up and talk to me about. And listen, you can always hit me up. You can always hit me up and talk, man. Whenever you want to chop
Right.
it up,
Okay.
you can hit me up, bro. Real rap.
Okay.
All right, man. So, how do you stay grounded when the pressures of expectations, legacy, city loyalty becomes heavy?
It's times it's hard to stay grounded. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was going through a writer's block this whole month. I don't know what was going on. I couldn't come up with nothing. And the day I came in with like 5 songs deep. So it was a
Okay.
hard thing to come up with something for a while. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And I go through a bunch of beats from different producers. I'm like, man, that's just not it, man.
Yeah. So you was having a hard time getting it.
Yeah,
I
I
know what
was,
that's
man.
like,
For this
bro, to
whole
have
month,
that
it was a
writer's
whole month
block.
this month. Yep.
I know what that's like, man. To have that writer's block and you try and get to it, and you like,
Right.
damn, you gotta come back to the booth, and then even if you say to yourself, I'm gonna try and just freestyle the rest, but you still got that block, you still gonna come out with nothing.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, I had to leave it alone for a couple of weeks, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what that's like, man. I go through that sometimes.
Right.
But I try to get myself in a great space so I don't go through that often.
Right.
What's the hardest chapter of your life that you've never put in a song, but you probably should?
It's about that. I never wrote a song about that. Yep. That and
Okay.
depression and overcoming certain stuff.
Yeah. Listen, it works.
Right.
I'm starting to do it more often.
Yeah.
I got this bar. I said, I done been through hell and back. Hold up. I done been through hell and back. Took a bullet to the brain. I'm still hearing that's facts. Homie, I done lost it all and I really made it back. Had me riding with them rebels and they told me get the strap and I did it. Somebody caught me slipping, now I move different. The sky is the limit and I'm playing for a ticket. The driver's in my veins and it's plain ambition. I'm a genie with the dough, how I got them hoes wishing. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, I like that. Right.
it's the truth.
Right.
I literally died on the operating table. I saw
Wow.
hell and I'm back. I'm alive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, I only can give the truth though. I took a bullet to the brain. I'm still here.
Right.
So, when you talk about the pain and things that you've been through, it becomes easier for you to talk about it, man. So, like you said, you should start. I think you should start, bro.
Yeah.
It'll help you get over it a whole lot easier too. Like I said, some things you'll never get over, but talking about it makes it easier.
Right.
All right. So when you look at the state of the Black community and mental health, what worries you the most?
What worried me the most? There's a lot of Black people coming up missing. Truck drivers. They still hunting us like animals and stuff. That's what worried me the most. I mean, they tell us how we gonna trust a system that don't trust us. I mean, to keep it real with you, the system was never built for us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't
So what
trust
about
us.
mental
They
health?
gun us down like animals, then they expect us to trust them. That's crazy. We can't trust them.
What worries you the most about mental health?
About mental health,
Mhm.
that it might get out of hand one day with us as a people. That we need to be more
break that
strong.
down.
We need to rebuild our communities and work 10 times harder. You know what I'm saying? We might can keep our dollar in our community. That's all I'm saying about that.
I think it definitely requires keeping your mental health intact to do that. That's the difference between the 50s, 60s, 70s. They had their mental in check when it came to being a community. Now it's a bit different because we have people running rampant with mental disparities and they not getting that taken care of. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you there, but I believe we have a long way to go. And as long as we continue to help each other, it can get better and it can be like it was then.
Right.
I'm on a mission to do just that. So that's why I speak about mental health. I'm an advocate for mental health for our people, for all people, but for our community, especially because it's something that we don't talk about in our community.
Right.
It's like the holy water to a vampire.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Mental health, no, we ain't talking about that. That's how it is, and that's how a lot of us was raised. We didn't talk about mental health.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, so we're in a time now where it's more accepted to talk about it. So why
Right.
not talk about it so things can get better in that
Right.
way,
That's
and it
true.
can help our community.
Right.
Okay. What's one thing about the music business you wish somebody told you earlier?
Don't trust too many people in a business. You know what I'm saying? People will tell you can trust them and they'll do this and this for you. I learned one thing, to stay independent and keep, work for yourself. So if you work for yourself, you won't have these kind of problems. And ain't nothing wrong with signing a record deal, but as long as you sign the right one, make sure it work for you. Get what you
Yeah.
negotiate, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make sure the contract work out for you. If you know you can't do 10 albums, don't do it, you know what I'm saying? Sign a single deal or something. Don't do nothing that you can't get or you trying to get. Don't take money that you can't pay back. I mean, don't never take nothing or get into a slave deal or nothing. That's something I learned early on and something I'm still learning.
Yeah.
Do your research on
man,
these
that's
radio
definitely
stations
real.
too, because they'll take your money and won't play your single. Do your research on them.
Yeah. So have you ever experienced that?
Oh yeah, I experienced it before, and the person deactivate their page and everything.
Oh man.
So like
Well, listen.
like with Mofede always put us through school with that about the business side. He always tell us what, you know what I'm saying, what you shouldn't be doing, or if you're gonna put money into something, don't spend the biggest part of the money. You know what I'm saying? Get a smaller package from and see if it work out.
That's real
So I
right, bro.
experienced that about a week ago. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's every radio DJ because some of them been out, they kept their word, you know what I'm saying? They did what they supposed to do or promoted it. But one, he just disappeared all of a sudden. I ain't hear from him, and he ain't on Instagram no more.
Yeah. There's a lot of
Which ain't
scammers
wasn't
out
no
there.
big money involved in it, but still, I mean, he didn't keep his word. Like, so I had to learn. It was a lesson I had to learn.
Yeah, man. Listen, it's a lot of scammers out here, and you definitely got to be careful about who you deal with and who you do business
Right.
with, because a lot of these people ain't A1.
No,
I'm
they not,
always
man.
A1. I'm solid. I'm sturdy, and I'm
Right.
pretty sure Don told you that.
Oh yeah,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Anybody mess with, I know Don always mean business, bro.
Yeah, I'm a sturdy guy,
Don always,
and
if
he's a
he
sturdy
recommends
guy.
somebody, he stand on his word about it. So
Yeah, I met Don a year ago, and we've been solid since then.
right.
And I rock with him, man. So whatever he got booming, I'm always gonna support it. He been supporting everything I got booming. So
Right.
that's just what it is, man. That's how real connections and friendships should be.
Right.
Support.
Yes,
Support don't
support. You
always
right,
mean a
man.
bag in your face. Everybody want to be support when it's about a bag.
Right. Yup. It always
It
be about a
shouldn't be that
bag.
way.
Yup.
Yeah. So I agree with you there, brother. All right. How do you stay authentic in an industry obsessed with image?
I stay true to myself. I be me. I don't change. I try to answer every letter I get, every email I get. I've
Yeah.
been getting a lot of good feedback from DJs and stuff. So I try to keep it authentic with everybody. Keep it 100%. Try to stay away from certain people that I know trying to bring me down. It ain't got positive vibes. If it's negative energy, I don't do it. I just don't do it at all. If I got a bad feeling, I just don't go ahead with it. I just do something else.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing lately. Just focus on some people when they hear the music business, they figure it's all bad. It's not all bad. It depends on who you're dealing with. I
Yeah.
try to keep my circle small and stuff, deal with people I know is authentic and genuine. Like you and Don.
Yeah.
I try to keep people around me like that.
Yeah, man. That's what's up. So I want to ask this. What's the myth about the NO rappers? What's a myth about New Orleans rappers you want to break?
They think we all do bounce music down here, and we don't.
Don was telling me about that, like about the bounce music. That's basically like twerk music.
Yeah, they think all of us write that kind of music.
Okay.
I mean, I don't
So
have
what would
no
you say
bounce
your
single.
sound is like?
Right. My single's more of a. I looked up the rappers like Ice Cube, Scarface. I like storytelling music. Like Biggie Smalls, I like the Mag Fiend. Some people from No Limit, like I like the stuff like that, raw street music.
Okay.
I grew up listening to Chuck D. I grew up listening to Daz Effects. I like stuff like that. That's the stuff I still listen to. I still listen to Public Enemy.
Word. Okay.
I still listen to Chuck D and stuff. So I grew up on stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. So that means you acclimated with hip hop for real.
Yeah, I grew up in a household with that kind of music. So
okay.
UNLV, I still listen to a lot of old Cash Money stuff. You know what I'm saying? I listen to a
Yeah.
lot of old Soulja Slim. I grew up on stuff like that.
I gotta
Spice
ask
One
you,
and
brother.
stuff.
I gotta ask you. And I know for you, you might feel like you could talk about this all day, but
Mhm.
who won the verses? Like honestly.
It's kind of hard for me because I know them people personally. So I'm gonna be honest with you. No Limit showed a lot of like they was energized more than me. Cash Money like they were bored with the but No Limit came out swinging. They came out swinging their bat kind of hard.
And
I didn't even expect them to do
No
that.
Limit Soldier J.
Yeah, they came out. They was more organized. They was ready for the battle.
Yeah.
Like you can have the worst song in the world, but if you prepare for a war, it's gonna win.
Yeah.
You gotta kind of be. They was more organized than me.
Yeah.
Not to take nothing from Cash Money. I grew up with fans in them. I know some of them personally, but No Limit came out, bro. They was ready.
Yeah.
He had
You
them
know
dudes
what,
organized, bro.
Not only just that, it really made me realize how No Limit had a bunch of bangers on the low.
Yeah. Yep.
For years. Like
Right.
they was putting out some bangers. Like that was my whole teenage years. I'm like, oh.
Right.
If Mystical was there, if C
Oh, it
Murder
would've
was
been-
there, and then when Snoop came out,
Right.
the fact that Wayne wasn't there and the fact that Mystical wasn't there was kind of like.
Yeah, it was a kind of different vibe. Yeah, cool.
Now we know if they would have had Drake and Nicki Minaj, it would have been a different Drake, Wayne, and Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, it'd have been a different show.
That would have been a different type of situation. But I appreciate the fact that they did old school Cash Money, old school No Limit.
Right.
So yeah, that was kind of dope. But No Limit definitely was for the W in my opinion.
Yeah, they came out, bro. I can't even take that from them dudes, bro.
Yeah. All right. Okay. You said on your Facebook, dudes be working overtime for a chick who's still getting banged by an ex.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, I'm not gonna speak too much on the situation, but I could have got caught up in a situation like that. And my mind was telling me, stay home. Stay home. I mean, she played the game, and then when I played it back, she didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she broke over me with the posting this new dude, like, and somebody said they'd been together. So I could have went another route. God was talking to me that day. He said, "Don't you go over there and do that, man. What you doing?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was gonna take it to a street level, like I've been doing. He said, "Don't you go over there and do that. You know, stay your career, stay inside the D." He said, "You go over there, you're not gonna make it back."
That.
Right. God was telling me that day. He said, "Stay. You got too much going for yourself in life."
Yeah.
Sometimes we gotta use our head. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it ain't worth crashing out over.
You know it
Especially
ain't worth crashing out, man. I tell people that sometimes think before you move. I learned that from Don. Don actually, Don to tell you, Don was my supervisor at work. Don would take me to the office sometimes. Say, bro, what's wrong with you today?
Yeah.
Don, helped me through a lot. He was like, "Shit, Rick, is it worth it? Nah, bro, we gonna chill." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me and Don would sit at the desk. We'll be sit there and eat lunch together and talk about, laugh about stuff. Like, nah, bro, we're not gonna do that today.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear that, man. That's definitely what's up. Crashing out over certain things ain't necessary, man.
It ain't worth it, man. It
That's
ain't
a
worth
fact.
it. It's not worth it. I tell people that, it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying?
So what inspires your drive to keep pushing even when the industry gets discouraging?
Myself, I push myself 10 times harder. I go back and listen to old songs that I didn't finish or something, go back to reading, and that's what made me want to push forward.
Yeah.
What's going on in the world? I mean, like racism, police brutality, politics and stuff. I look at stuff like that too.
Yeah. Yeah. With a lot of that going on, that's the things that I'm concerned about on a high level.
Right.
I'm focused on trying to bring some change
right
on the federal and state level, working on some things, and I'm not going to speak on that right now, but there will be a time where I address it on the Facebook Live, and I'm going to talk about it and get people more acclimated about it in the next few weeks. But we need more people to fight for our community in that regard, so I get it. All right, so what's the biggest sacrifice you made for this dream?
The biggest sacrifice?
Mm-hmm.
The biggest sacrifice I made for this dream is to taking financing my own career. Financing throughout my pocket.
That paper,
Even some,
you heard me?
That paper, yep. Financing myself. Stop waiting on other people to help me and start doing it myself.
Y'all heard him. I'm going to drop another bomb for that. Spin that paper. Stop being scared.
I tell people that.
What you afraid of, folks? If he can do it, you can do it.
Right.
What you think I'm doing? I'm spending my own paper.
Make your own money, to make that dream happen. Right.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's definitely the moves of a boss, and you get to control your own fate. Well, not your own fate, but your own career. I'm going to say that. You get to, determine your own career and how it's going to go and how it's going to play out because you're in the driver's seat and not somebody else controlling it.
Right.
So that's always the best part about that. You know what I'm saying? So my hat goes off to you. One shot for Big Rick on that. Oh, they need to hear that again. It was acting like it ain't one go off.
Right.
So, all right. What's one message you want to give to young artists who come from broken environments but still want to shine?
Learn the business, study it. If you have to go get online and take a class, study the business. Know what you're getting into before you get into it. Always have a plan B too. I mean, it took me some time to get where I'm at, but it worked. The hard work paid off finally.
Yeah, that's a big one though. That's a real big one. Always have a plan B because there's no guarantee nothing in this life is going to work out. Nothing is guaranteed.
It's not.
So to come in any business thinking that it's just going to go your way is very naive.
Right.
I was just telling my friend earlier, and talking to my peer support person as well. I was telling them, one thing that I know is that I believe in God. And I also believe that it starts with you. You know, a
Yeah.
lot of the things that we think that it takes to do something don't even be all that we think it requires. It just takes putting yourself out there and getting started and
Right.
continuing to move forward no
Right.
matter how hard it gets.
Right.
People try things and because it's hard, they tap out early.
Yeah, they do.
You know, just because it's not going the way that they wanted to go in the beginning. But if you would have just tried and kept going, it would have worked in your favor. But you just decided to quit. Nothing comes from that. There's
Right.
never going to be anything that comes from that. You got to keep pushing. You got to forget about the noise. Like I said earlier, turn the noise down.
Right.
Block the
Right.
hateration out. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Focus on what you're trying to do and lock in.
Right. Yeah,
So I say
you
that to
have to
you.
lock in.
Continue to stay locked in. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Real rap,
Yeah.
Brett. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Oh yeah, man, I got to.
All right, let me ask you this. What kind of responsibility do you feel as an artist coming from a city with so much pain, culture, and beauty?
I have to teach the younger audience, teach the younger kids how to live a different way. How not to live behind violence, how not to live, use your art to get where you're going in life.
Yeah.
Take the pain and turn it to positive. You know? It's nothing hard.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to do that.
Yeah. That's a fact, man. That's a big fact. It's not that hard to do that.
Right.
So
Don't be so quick to pick up a gun. You know, use your mind for more than, you know what I'm saying?
use your hands. That's what I'm gonna
Right.
say.
They don't know how to take an ass whooping. That's the problem.
Use your hands.
Right. A lot of artists they don't know that and stuff. They think that, you
Now, if
know.
they trying to kill you and you got the, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta do what you gotta do, but use your
Right.
hands first. I'm always gonna say use your hands first.
Yep. That's true. It'll save you time from not going to jail, save your life sometime. Some people don't realize that.
Yeah. I think it's like what Gilly said one time. I seen Gilly say a lot of these youngins is just scared to see their nose bleed.
Yeah, I believe that too. I believe that.
I believe it too. I think that's just what it really be. They scared to see their nose bleed.
Right.
Listen, I come from an era, if you know, I got rolled on a lot as a young boy.
Right.
Until I learned how to fight.
Right.
And then I
That's
could fight
true.
multiple
Me
people
too.
at once, and that never happened again. That's
Right.
facts. uh, I couldn't fight then. I was a young boy. It took me going
Right.
to juvie to learn how to fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Okay. What's next for Big Rick? Any upcoming music projects or collaborations we should
I
be
have
watching out for?
this brand I collaborate with somebody on Instagram. He have these hip hop cookies. He did something for Young Dolph for Corey Guns, and I actually got my own bag that's coming out. I have something that
Okay.
I'm getting the most shipment in by tomorrow.
Okay, well, look, you send me a bag, I you know,
Oh
advertise
yeah,
on the
most
show.
definitely. Most
You
definitely.
already know.
Most definitely,
Yeah.
man. So I have all flavors, all brand. They'll be in the store soon.
Oh man, that's dope. That's definitely dope. See, that's a businessman for you folks. Big Rick out here booming. Y'all hearing? Hey man, before we get out here, I got 3 more questions.
Okay.
Okay. What's a dream collaboration?
My dream
Tell me about a
collaboration,
dream collaboration.
it'll be with somebody like probably like Ice Cube if Soulja Slim was still living. Scarface, Nas, Mac. I mean, artists like that. Fiend. I mean, Mystical too. So hopefully he get out of
Yeah.
jail soon. They see he might be getting out.
Yo, Mystical Son is fire.
Yeah, I was listening to him the other night.
Yeah. Your brother Zilla does music too.
Yeah, he do.
Was it
He in Dallas.
competitive
Yep.
growing up? Or
Huh?
more of a brother ironing each other's, sharpening
We
each other's
sharp. We
iron?
still to this day. We have a brother that's locked up, that's incarcerated. We all sharpen each other iron, man. We still battle each other and stuff, man. So when my brother called from
That's fire.
prison and stuff, he always have a freestyle for me and stuff.
Okay, so he working on his craft still.
Yeah, he got like a good 6 more years and he'll be on. So
That's
Zilla,
fire.
like he under us and stuff. So Zilla more, he just made 30 like last month. So Zilla, he have a lot of skills, a lot of talent too.
Yeah. When you realize your family wasn't, when you realize your family wasn't just talented, but historic, how did that affect your self expectations as an artist?
I wanted it for myself. I said, man, I want to go down as a legend. I wanted to be, people remember me for my lyrics, my craft, just not just for my music, you know what I'm saying? Just because I wanted to do music. I wanted to remember me, even after I'm gone from off earth, to remember my lyrics and stuff, remember my talent, my albums, that's what I wanted mostly, like my legacies.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So this is my last and final question. Bigrick, this is a question that I
Okay.
ask majority of my guests that has been on this show since the beginning I started. We're on season 3 right now.
Okay.
So the question is, if it's one thing life has taught you, what is that and why?
So work hard and don't give up on your dream. Cause they got people that try to discourage you from doing what you're doing because certain things ain't go a certain way in their life. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
not to give up on your dream and keep pushing, even until your last breath, you're gonna have to keep on pushing that dream.
That's right. Hey man, I think that was Potman, and I think that that's a great way to be. Stay motivated, stay encouraged, and I'm all for it. I support you. Listen, brother. You and Don got me saying brother now. But listen, brother, anytime you want to come up on the show, promote albums, singles, I'm a phone call away, bro.
Okay.
Anytime you want to send me footage for anything, hit me up, brother.
All right, brother. I appreciate it.
What
The
it
same
is.
here.
Listen, man, don't hang up. But if you want to do any final shout outs to anybody or anything before we dip off, Solo Dolo can for you real quick. Any shout outs you want to do that now.
I mean, give a shout out to anybody that's doing music, anybody following their dream, the whole New Orleans, Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, even my family up north in New York and New Jersey. I mean, y'all keep pushing because it ain't over yet. You know what I'm saying? Give a shout out to all the producers, all the DJs that's picking my single up. Everybody's doing an interview for me, Starter Magazine. Double XL, anybody that's doing a story on me right now. I appreciate it. Every DJ, every promoter, the last real ones, Don, Kuttmaster Slim, Mofede, Larry Davis, my little brother, Zilla. Anybody that's doing music or whatever, or just even trying to work a 9 to 5 to complete their dreams, getting a shout out to them, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's straight like that, man. All right, man. So listen, don't hang up. I'm about to end the show off, but don't hang up, all right?
Okay.
Stay on the line.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right.
Gotcha.
Folks, there you have it. Big Rick came on. You know, we was a little, we had a little shaky at first because we was trying to get the technical difficulties out the way. But once he got it right, as you can see, the interview was popping. And listen, he got great energy. And listen, y'all probably gonna hear his music on my station, on my radio station, going in radio. So look forward to that. And we gonna do some things together too, man. So be on the lookout, y'all. As always, this been another episode of The Pot. We here. Hollywood Radio, Hollywood TV, Dollar Radio, Going In Radio, DemontyBrand.com. Get 10% off on your first order. NorShadeDemore.com. Same thing. We moving and booming. It's your boy Matic. Peace.
Tune in to the Pop Podcast with Tigmatic.
What's up, y'all? Tune into the Pop Podcast with Tigmatic.
Radio for the Pop Podcast with your boy Tigmatic. Interview
on Pop Podcast, stirring the pot.
So tune in to the Pop Podcast with Tigmatic on Hollywood TV.
Tune in to the Pop Podcast, my boy Tigmatic.
And Going In Radio. You might get some good music and some knowledge.